Good morning, everyone. I'm Kate Baldwin. It's Thursday, November 14th. We're almost there. Here are the 5 things you need to know to start your day. Number 1, the Trump cabinet. The president-elect continues with job announcements. 2, though, right now are dropping jaws. 1, Tulsi Gabbard, Trump's choice to be Director of National Intelligence. This is the person sitting at the top of all of America's intelligence agencies, including above the CIA. Gabbard is a former member of Congress. She's also seen by many, though, as an apologist for the leader of Syria, for one, who's used chemical weapons on his own citizens. She's also friendly-ish with Vladimir Putin. So there's that. Then there is Matt Gaetz. He is very likely the most disliked member of Congress by both D's and R's. He's Trump's selection for Attorney General. Said another way, if confirmed, would take over the very department that investigated him in a year-long sex trafficking investigation. That ended with DOJ deciding to not pursue charges. And there is so much more. Democrats calling this a red alert moment for the country.
There's a lot of attributes that the Attorney General needs. Equanimity, care, prudence, a deep respect for the rule of law. Matt Gaetz is the opposite of all of those things. And I know Matt Gaetz, and by the way, his Republican colleagues feel the same way that I do. He is a gonzo agent of chaos.
Republicans, they were literally running to their cars to avoid questions about him.
I'm having trouble.
What about Matt Gaetz? Do you support him?
We have a confirmation process.
I don't know yet. I think about that one.
I mean, do you have any concerns about it?
We'll see.
Do you think Matt Gaetz is confirmable?
We'll find out more.
Still, none of this means that they won't get the jobs. It definitely means confirmation will be interesting. Number 2, home costs. There is a new magic number American households need each year to afford a single-family home, essentially $108,000. This is the average amount to cover a mortgage, property taxes, and insurance, according to a new report from Oxford Economics. And the number of U.S. households who can currently afford that, just 36%. This new threshold to the American dream is also nearly double what was needed in just 2019 to achieve that same dream. Pre-pandemic, the target household income was $56,800. And the rules of real estate still apply here. Location, location, location. Places like San Jose, California, are now the least affordable metro region. More, air quotes, if you will, affordable places to live include Cleveland, Louisville, Detroit, and St. Louis. Number 3, robbed. An investigation is underway after the homes of Kansas City Chiefs stars Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce were burglarized last month. Officials say deputies responded to a burglary at the Chiefs quarterback home on October 6th. A day later, Kelce's house was broken into. Here's what Mahomes told reporters about it.
I mean, obviously, it's frustrating, it's disappointing. But I mean, I can't get into too many of the details because the investigation is still ongoing. But obviously, something that you don't want to happen to really anybody, but obviously yourself.
The thieves reportedly got away with $20,000 cash from Kelce's home. No word on whether or what, if anything, was taken from Mahomes' place. Number 4, the people versus Chipotle. It started on TikTok. Yes, here we go again, TikTok. But it's now going to end up in court after a Chipotle shareholder decided to sue the burrito chain for skimping on portion sizes. The class action suit filed Monday alleges Chipotle knew and concealed the growing unhappiness from customers over its inconsistent portion sizes. The lawsuit cites Keith Lee, a food fluencer, yes, I just said that, and his made TikTok review calling out the chain for a less than filling serving of chicken. That then became a thing, such a thing that it made it on our 5 Things in July when Chipotle's CEO at the time promised more generous portions were a company-wide priority. The proposed class action is looking to compensate anyone who purchased or sold Chipotle stock from February 8th through October 29th this year. In a company statement, Chipotle said, "We don't comment on litigation and will vigorously defend our industry-leading real food." And one last thing, Beyoncé U. University course catalogs usually are not that interesting. Now enter Yale. Next year, the Ivy Leaguer has taken a deep dive into Queen Bey. The class is called Beyoncé Makes History: Black Radical Tradition, Culture, Theory, and Politics through Music. It's a 1-credit course exploring how Beyoncé's art has shaped the past decade. It promises to pull together footage of her live performances, redefining music videos, and ignoring traditional genre boundaries by diving deep into her country roots. The class, according to Professor Daphne Brooks, will also connect the dots between Beyoncé's music and other major African-American intellectuals. The course is not going all the way back to Destiny's Child, though. It'll start with her 2013 self-titled album and go through this year's Cowboy Carter. Looks like we're all going to be going back to school, right, friends? Though I think my chances of getting into Yale are just as slim now as they were the first time around. So there's that. I'm Kate Baldwin. Those are the 5 things you need to know to get your day going. Now get going.